Hello, I'm Ginger Nelson and welcome to Tea Time. Today I have Tyron Spearman on the set with me. Welcome.
Thank you. Honored to be here.
And you're here to talk a little bit about Tifton tourism.
That's right. Anything that's bring a tourist to town, we're just proud to do it.
Here in Tifton.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about what Tifton tourism is.
Well, Tifton tourism, the goal, it is set up by the city and the county. We have a board. We have two members from appointed by the city, two members appointed by the county, two elected by the Motel Hotel Association, and one from the chamber. So that's our board of directors. They decide on the projects that we do, and we receive 2% of the 5% that goes to the motels as a bed tax. So we get about $290,000 a year to promote Tifton and to work with all the various groups and events that we have. Plus
to bring on the events here in Tifton.
To bring events to Tifton, conventions, trade shows, almost anything you can imagine is being held in Tifton, and we try to be a part of it.
So you've been working with it ever since it started?
Oh, no, there were some, well, it seems like it has been that long, about 25 years now that I've been working with it. But it's been my honor for the Spearman Agency to be selected by that board and to coordinate. I'm kind of called the coordinator. I have kind of four groups that I work with in dividing up the tourism campaign. The University of Georgia is one at the conference center. We give them about $75,000 a year to help promote and bring in conferences and this type of thing.
That's great.
Then we go to ABAC and the University of Georgia, not ABAC, but the Agorama Georgia Museum of Agriculture team. Mm-hmm. They have another group that we work with on going after shows and events and organizing their events, such as the Pumpkin Patch and all the various events they have. We give them about $25,000 a year. Plus now we're fixing to redo the railroad part of that to keep the train running, about a 40 to 60.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, we're fixing to replace some of the cross ties, about a $40,000 project because they're been used, over the years they've rotted out, and we've got to fix it so the train don't do this here all the time. And then the third area is our sports initiative. We've had a very good experience with the sports initiative. That's your swimming meets, your going after teams to come to town. We have the McDonald's Christmas tournament.
Yeah, the basketball tournament.
Yeah, gymnastics, cheerleading competitions. There's about 15 different programs, plus we bring a group here, about 25 teams, to compete in softball and basketball and this type of thing. So Craig Sowell is our chairman of that committee, and we have a sports initiative. Now we have a new one called the Outreach Committee downtown, and Julie Smith is chairing that right now, and we're planning 3 or 4 festivals coming up that'll involve the downtown area.
Now, I know that before we started the show, you were telling me about a new festival that's going to be coming up.
Yeah, the Outreach Committee downtown, we're trying to come up with something to replace the Love Affair. You remember the Arts and Crafts Festival held on Love Avenue that we all enjoyed for years. Now, that the Arts Council did away with that one. So we're coming back with a new one. And we got with the Georgia Barbecue Association, so now it's going to be a 4B festival, we call it. Barbecue, books, bands, and brew.
That sounds like fun.
It's a fun weekend.
The 4B, is it going to be called the 4B Festival?
That'll be our nickname.
The nickname.
The nickname. But we're working with the Georgia Barbecue Association right now to move it into Fullwood Park. We'll have amateurs along with professionals. So
you'll have a cook-off?
Yeah, we'll have a cook-off. And they will be competing. We're working on now trying to get all the stages and this type of thing set up. At that same location, Sid Blackbar and I are working on bringing in some editors. These are book editors of the South Georgia area, and they'll be doing book signings and this type of thing. Location on that is still to be decided. And then we're bringing in a bunch of bands. Bands Friday night, bands Saturday night. That'll be showing for us.
Now, will these bands be from South Georgia or all around?
We don't know.
You don't know?
Patrick Coons is helping us coordinate that.
Oh, he's good at that now.
So he's working on the band appearances, and we've got a little money to help us do that. And then the brew is going to be we have a new agricultural area, the wines in South Georgia. And they're coming to bring us a display.
Oh.
You got the one at, what's the one at Adel that's in that area? Creek.
Horse Creek Winery.
Horse Creek Winery.
That's right.
That's one. There's another one over on the South Georgia area. But we have 3 or 4, and even some North Georgia wineries are hoping to bring a display to show that what they're doing in agriculture. So that's the 4 areas.
Now, are they going to be able to drink the wine out there?
There's going to be tasting.
Wine tasting out there?
Yeah, sure.
course, you don't want to call it brew without being able to taste it,
That's
right?
right. And we'll have other brew, too, to go along with your barbecue.
That's right.
So it'll be a fun weekend. We're working on the details of it now, and it's planning right now to get the date tied down with the Barbecue Association. I think it's going to be March the 1st, February 28th, March 1st. So as soon as they give us the go-ahead, we will be publicizing it. Then we're working on another one now for downtown, and that is the expansion of the Veterans Day. You know, November the 11th is Veterans Day, but on November the 9th, we're going to honor our veterans with not only, I think the Exchange Club's doing the pancake breakfast for all of them, and then we're following that up with a parade and a program downtown. So we're going to really honor our veterans this time with an expansion there.
Oh, that will be great.
We got a lot of surprises on that one.
And we have a lot of veterans here in Tifton as well.
We sure do.
In Tift County.
Outstanding. So we're going to have a parade, and we're working on our grand marshals. We're going to try to have a grand marshal, one of our soldiers from each of the various wars that we've had, World War II and the Korean War and Vietnam and et cetera. So Exchange Club is going to be involved. A lot of clubs are going to be involved in helping us salute our veterans.
You sound like a busy man.
It's steady. All the time, 24/7.
Well, Tyron, we're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about something that is coming up this weekend?
Yep.
This weekend. We'll be right back.
There were no hidden fees on anything. The price that I saw on the internet was the exact price that I paid.
Cook4.com is the best place to go online, and Cook County Ford is the best place to go in US 41.
I like it when they don't rush you or hassle you. They give you all the time you need down here at Cook County Ford.
Oh, Adam, Leon, all the guys. We've known them all now 26 years. We've been coming up here that long, and we can't think of going anyplace else.
The price is right on the window and right on the money at Cook County Ford. Come on down.
Summer is here, and it's time to spruce up your home. At Home on 12 has everything you need to make your home stunning and fresh. From coordinated bedding and monogram towels to unique home decorating items, you'll find a wide selection of beautiful pieces. If you want a new look but you're unsure of where to start, At Home on 12 offers interior design services as well. Their professional framing shop has a great selection of frames and mats for artwork, family photos, and more. Visit At Home on 12th at 1202 Highway 41 North in Tifton, online at athomeon12.com or by phone at 387-8888.
Just two big old boys, full of biscuits and charm. Beats all you ever saw, been a making us laugh, ain't doing no harm. Making us laugh, the only way they know how. That's just a little more fun than the law should allow.
Hi, I'm Kevin Sport, country music artist and host of our show, The Right Place. I had a chance to go to Haiti with Compassion International. This experience opened my eyes to the hardships of children and how just a few dollars a week can make a difference in a child's life. I'm asking you to consider making this work a part of your life. If you'd like to learn more, please go to our website at kevinsporttv.com or just call the number on your screen today.
Welcome back. I've been talking to Tyron Spearman, and he has been telling us a little bit about what's going on here in Tifton with Tifton Tourism. We have something coming up this weekend. Well, we got several things coming up this weekend, actually.
Yeah, we do. Tifton's booming this weekend, and you'll hear it too, probably, or if you're listening this weekend. But we'll kick it off Friday night with the truck and tractor pull. A lot of pullers are coming into town. The AET Club at ABAC will be hosting it.
Okay, now you have to explain what is AET.
AET Club is the Ag Equipment Technology. These are the guys that are in the mechanicing of running parts and this type of thing for tractor dealerships in South Georgia. But you can also get involved in a mechanicing, almost anything you do with machines. Ag Equipment Technology is it.
So it's a club at ABAC.
It's a club at ABAC, that's right. And they've got about 25 or 30 kids that come out and help us. And they do everything. They line them up. They work with the pullers as they unload their truck, as they mechanic and work on them. It's a good training for them to get to know these guys and girls that are pulling. We have ladies pulling too, you know.
Do you really?
Yeah. I mean, some tough competitors.
Really?
Yep.
Now, this is at the Fairgrounds.
This will be at the American Legion Fairgrounds. We'll open the gates at 5. And the pool will start at 7 or 7. We're usually a little late on Friday night to get everybody organized and get everybody there. and then Saturday night we'll start at 7. But it's a family event. If you got grandkids or small kids, they love to see those trucks pull. They pull a sled. The one that pulls the sled the farthest distance is your winner.
Okay, gotcha.
And they compete for points, and they compete for prize money. So they'll put up, we'll have Pro Street, which is a 370 cubic inch truck. We have a 450 cubic inch truck is the next one, the Pro stock class. And then you move on up to the Modifieds, which has 650 cubic inches. And then
you're talking like way over my head.
I know. Well, that's all right. Just come watch it.
Just come watch it.
Just come watch it. And you'll see who can pull that sled.
But I read something about this year you're going to have a group that's diesel, right?
Yes, there is a diesel class, and they got those Ram engines, Cummins engines that'll blow loud diesel, and it's so smoky. It's unbelievable how much smoke they'll blow through those engines. But they compete, and they want to win and show you how good their truck is, and hopefully it'll stay together. You
can almost anywhere in Tifton on those nights you can hear them.
Yeah, they're a little noisy.
They're a little noisy.
That's the reason we try to get through by 11 o'clock. People want to go to bed, I guess.
Should you wear earplugs when you go?
Well, you should. You should. I don't, because I have to announce the thing, but you got to know what's happening at all four corners.
So how many people actually compete in this event?
We have about 50 that'll show up from all across the Southeast. That'll be competing in all the various I have 9 classes, and
so there's 9 classes and about 50 competitors.
Right.
Okay.
But you only pull in. Sometimes you'll have 2 trucks in a class.
Okay.
Like Woody Folsom over in Hazelhurst, he's got a Ford and a Chevrolet, because he owns a Ford dealership and a Chevrolet dealership.
Okay.
So he has to represent both. So he'll compete, and they all compete for the points. After those points, because at the end of the year at the banquet, they get added money.
Oh, okay.
So that's big.
Now, is there anyone around here who actually competes that you know?
Yeah, we have several around here. James Hester from up at Chula, he's involved with the 4-wheel drive Pro Stock class. Roy Everett at Doran. Chris Hall down at Omega, he and his son compete against each other.
Really?
Yeah, now that's something to watch. And they compete heavily, I wanted you to know.
I bet they do.
But his son calls his Daddy's Nightmare. That's the name of his truck.
That's the name of his truck, Daddy's Nightmare.
Right.
Because it is Daddy's Nightmare when they're competing against each other.
That's right. It's a family affair. They love it, and they enjoy it. They make it a big weekend. They'll get out there and grill and cook and make it fun.
Now, is there a winner in each class, or is there just one overall winner?
No, there's a winner in each class.
Each class.
Each class is different.
And what is the award for the winner?
Well, it depends on which class you're in. On the big class, the 650 cubic inches, the top prize is $500.
Oh, my goodness.
In the smaller trucks, which probably I'm sure don't cost as much as the big ones, your prize is about $200, depending on which class you're in. And the rules are set up by the Southern Pullers Association. So they're very strict on how you do it, what you put on your truck. All your safety equipment they're there for safety. You have to wear a neck brace. You have to wear a helmet when you pull. Some of them wear a fire suit in there as well. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. Then you have to buckle up. You got a shoulder harness. You got a seat belt. Everything moving is just your hands and your feet.
Now, how far do they move?
300 feet.
And how long does it take them?
As long as you want, as long as you get there.
As long as you get there.
But most of them try to get a good start at the starting line and get that sled sliding. And once the sled is locked in, it's a weight transfer, they all pull the same amount of weight. So when they pull down the track, the goal is to go 300 feet. If you go, usually in each class, the top 3, if you go past 300, you get to come back for a pull-off.
Oh, okay.
So they'll bring them back, and usually we'll have a Ford, Dodge, and a Chevrolet, and it is mad competition then.
Now, is the winners announced on Saturday evening after the event?
We announce the winner of each class after each class.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
We have I don't call it a color radar, but we do have an electronic machine that posts the distance up on the scoreboard.
Okay.
So it's high tech.
Gotcha.
A lot of fun.
So that is on Friday and Saturday night, September the 27th and 28th.
Right.
And it starts at what time?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock on both nights?
Right.
Both nights. So you don't want to miss that. That sounds like a lot of fun.
It is. It's a family affair, and I encourage if you got grandkids, they'll enjoy it. Bring them out and enjoy a fun night right here. The weather's going to be perfect for it. So.
Well, you can go out there for a little bit, and then you could go to the park.
That's right. You can go to La Fiesta del Pueblo. That'll be downtown Saturday. There'll be a lot of entertainment and a lot of little noise down there, along with lots of food too.
Yeah,
if you
I've
like
heard
Mexican
a lot.
food,
Yeah, I've heard a
you'll
lot
love
of
that
food.
place. And that'll be going on Saturday from 10 until 3, I think, or may go on right into the night, I'm sure. But they'll have a lot of fun there.
So, and is there something else this weekend? Do you know?
There's an Alzheimer's walk, I
That's
believe,
right.
that
There's
morning.
an Alzheimer's walk. Walt to end Alzheimer's. That's that morning.
That's right.
So a fun-filled weekend
You can do it Friday
right
night.
here in Tifton.
I think, and you got the football game Saturday night somewhere. Where are we playing this week?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
But I know last week we played Thomasville, so we got a good football game this weekend, I'm sure.
We're playing here.
Here.
We're playing here. I was just told we're playing here.
All right, good deal.
So, yeah. I mean,
there's plenty to do.
That's right.
And if you're involved in church or you're involved with recreation, man, Tifton's got it. I mean, we have some of the best facilities of any town in America.
You know, that's one thing I admire about you. You have a passion for Tifton.
Oh, yeah, I always have.
And you work hard at it.
I do. I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. And it's a great town. I tell you, people just don't realize how fortunate we are. Our location is perfect. 319, I-75. We've got 100,000 people that drive by our door every day.
How many hotel rooms do we have here in Tifton?
1,432.
Goodness gracious.
There may be a few less. It's being remodeled right now. But we're looking at getting a couple of new hotels. So
Really?
the Tifton Inn and Suites is going to be transformed into Holiday Inn Express.
Where is that?
That's next to Applebee's.
Okay, on 82, off of 82.
Yeah. And then we have a Holiday Inn in the works that'll take the place of the old Ramada Inn.
Oh, okay.
And it is ultra
On
modern.
82 as well.
Williams-
82 is booming.
Yeah. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
The traffic is booming there too.
You're right.
I'm trying to get the city to do our cleanup there. We want that exit to be as pretty as possible for people coming into town, and hopefully the other exits as well. But I have the Think Tifton campaign. I tried to change it a little bit this year, but our board felt like people like to think Tifton for various things, and want you to think Tifton. And if you go from here to north, there's 20 boards north and 20 boards south with Think Tifton with a cool
Billboards on the interstate.
Right. So hoping we'll encourage those guys to get off and stay in Tifton. It's, like I told the fellow, it's the best one-night stay in South Georgia.
Well, you know, you can go out of town anywhere and someone asks you where you're from and you say Tifton. They know where it is because it's on 75 and they usually stop on 82 somewhere. I've always been told, oh, I stopped at, the Starbucks.
Yeah.
That's where I meet somebody at Starbucks. Or
I saw some people yesterday meeting and they were headed to St. Simon's, but they met in Tifton.
Yeah, 82. I mean, right there on Highway 82 is a great exit to get off of.
Exactly.
People coming through Tifton, think Tifton. We're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about Tifton. We'll be right back.
My wife told me to get on that internet and see if they had one of them Fusion automobiles over at Cook County Ford. I did that and came over here, ended up with a candy apple red Fusion for her and a new Ranger for me.
That's ideal, baby.
About 9:30 or 10 o'clock the other night, my daughter locked our keys in the car, both sets. Couldn't remember the key code. I called Randy. He and Kyle came down to the dealership and was able to unlock my car and go to work the next morning on time.
Just two big old boys, full of biscuits and charm. Beats all you ever saw, been making us laugh, ain't doing no harm. Making us laugh, the only way they know how. That's just a little more fun than the law should allow.
Are you in the mood for some amazing food? Well, stop by the Smokehouse, home of the best ribs in the South on 82 in Tifton, and try their new barbecue buffet. The barbecue buffet features their signature smoked chicken, pulled pork, and their famous barbecue beans, all cooked over high-quality blackjack oak. The barbecue buffet is offered daily from 11:30 to 2 and from 5:30 to 8. On Friday and Saturday nights, try the buffet featuring Lake Okeechobee fresh catfish. The Smokehouse is home of certified Angus beef, and they're now in their 26th year. Let them cater your next party. Give them a call at 386-0606.
Good morning, Key. Good morning, Kevin. Are you ready to go catch some fish?
Yes, sir.
Great.
I tell you, that's a good-looking suit you're wearing there.
Well, thanks, man. Yeah, Frog Togs has got a suit for whatever you do.
I tell you, where's that nephew of yours?
I don't know. He's probably on his cell phone texting his girlfriend.
So what'd you tell her? You gonna miss her?
Yeah, next time you need to find one that likes to fish. Frog Tog. Whatever you do, there's a Frog Tog suit for you.
Meet Carolyn Tallman, a master cosmetologist and a Moultrie Technical College graduate from the class of 1997. She is well acquainted with the tools of the trade, but even these tools could not prepare Carolyn for the life-changing obstacles that would lie in her path. This working wife and mother of two bravely faced a late-stage cancer diagnosis, not only once, but twice. And her Moultrie Tech family was there, holding a bone marrow testing drive in 2007 in her honor. Now, 6 years post-transplant, Carolyn is cancer-free and a busy team member in a thriving hair salon in Moultrie. The work ethics traits she learned at Moultrie Tech, that of a positive attitude and a strong character, helped this survivor to help others feel alive and more beautiful.
This changes everything.
We're everywhere you turn. Moultrie Technical College.
This song was created with heartbeats of children in need. Find out how it can help frontline health workers bring hope to millions of children at everybeatmatters.org.
They say that when you're facing extreme danger, your life flashes before you. If you think that's sad, consider facing it before you even have enough life to flash before your eyes. Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Deaths and injuries can be prevented by using the right car seat. Visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat to know what is appropriate for each age and size.
We are back and we are talking Tifton today, and we are talking about all that is going on here in Tifton. Tifton tourism.
We've got it all.
We have it all.
Yeah.
No complaints here.
Not in my office. I know we have a lot of events coming up this weekend. We've got events planned all year long and a lot of people involved as far as the economy is concerned. And tourism's up about 10% right now for us, and that's good news. More people stopping along I-75 and more restaurants going up and more people being served every day.
That's right. Now, I know when we went to break, I asked you about the Sunbelt Expo. It is coming up in October, the second week in October.
Yeah.
Now, how does that benefit us here in Tifton?
Ooh, man, what an economic powerhouse. It's October 15, 16, 17 this year. I think this is the 35th year we've had it. But it started here in Tifton, and we held it at
You know, a lot of people probably don't realize that it started here in Tifton.
Right. Started as a dealer show out at ABAC, showing where the tractor people brought in their new tractors for the year. And Jesse Chambliss started it over there at ABAC on the campus. It got too big. I was public relations director, and it got so big we couldn't handle it, too many exhibitors. So we moved it across the street to the Rural Development Center at that time. We held it over there, and one year the wind kind of blew everything around, so we decided that wasn't going to work. And Joe Burnside founded that Spence Field down at Moultrie, and it was empty. And he says, "Why don't we move the big show down to Moultrie?" Well, Tifton didn't want to do that. We looked around here to buy a farm to try to bring it here, but Spence Field became the site, and we all moved down there and started having it years ago, and it's been going ever since. And now it is the biggest premier farm show in America.
It is unreal.
600 exhibits. 1,000 exhibitors. They say they're going to be 1,200 this year. You can't see it in 3 days. It's only 3 days, and then 600 acres of crop land. We have research plots down there, so it is a fun place to be for 3 or 4 days.
And you definitely have to wear your walking shoes.
Yep, you sure do. And keep moving.
But you said, I asked you about the hotels here in Tifton, and you said that they are all sold out.
Yeah, well, we sell out way before. Most people book their room a year in advance.
So even though it moved to Moultrie some time ago, we still benefit from that.
Oh, yeah. Moultrie, really, until recently, didn't have many motels except downtown. And we fill up hours. And during the year, there's lots of training. John Deere brings all their people in to train, and they'll stay here in Tifton. Most of them they like the restaurants here, more selections, and a lot of events held here during the year that's tied to Sunbelt, but hosted here in Tifton.
Oh, okay.
So training, workshops, all this.
So we do have workshops and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
During that week?
Right. No, off that week.
Off that week.
Yeah.
Throughout the year.
During that week, you're so busy you
That's
can't
right.
have a
That's right.
training
But
workshop.
they come for the workshops here in Tifton, and they see how Tifton is. So
Right.
they know that it's not very far from Moultrie, so they decide to stay right here in Tifton.
That's right. Used to, years ago, most everybody stayed in Tifton because it originated in Tifton. But now we fill up Valdosta, we fill up Albany, we're even booking into Cordele now.
Yeah, that's what you said, Cordele and even Ashburn.
Yeah. So we're looking for rooms, and more groups coming in, more buses. This year it's going to be a big day, and some of the schools let out and come over and join us on Wednesday. The governors will be there for the luncheon, and we'll honor the Southeastern Farmer of the Year. That's always a lot of fun to see these top-notch farmers come in from all over the Southeast, and we honor them.
How do they compete against that?
It's a tour. They're nominated, and we have one per state for all the various 12 states in the Southeast. And then at that point, we have a team of judges, 3 of them, that go and visit every farm. And they have to visit and come back and fill out a form, and then they have to select one out of all that group. And man, it is a tough competition because they are all so outstanding. These farmers feed the world, and some of them are just high-tech and unbelievable what they do on the farm.
That's right. That's what I want to say. Kirsten always ends her show, thank a farmer today, because we definitely need to.
We are the most blessed people in the world to have the farmers we have and the inexpensive, quality, top-notch food that we have every day.
That's right. Well, let's recap a little bit about what's coming up this weekend before we close out.
Be ready. Get your tractor ready, your truck ready. Come to the Truck and Tractor Pull. It's Friday night and Saturday night. We'll open up at the gates at 5, starts at 7. Admission is $15 for adults, 12 and under is $5. Concession stands will be open with the AET Club, the Ag Equipment Technology Club at ABAC, and the American Legion will be there. So it'll be a fun weekend. The La Fiesta del Pueblo is going to be on Saturday, 10 o'clock. They'll open up at the Fullwood Park. So if you want to get your friends and go down there, there'll be lots of food, lots of exhibits. It's a fun weekend.
And I think they're actually having a dance as well.
Oh, yeah.
You can get out there and dance as well.
Right.
So go to that Truck and Tractor Pull, and then go out there to the Fiesta del Pueblo and dance and eat some Mexican food.
That's right.
Can't complain. Tifton's a great place.
It is. Tifton. Tifton is friendly, terrific, and overly nice every day.
Well, Tyron, it was a pleasure with you being on the set with us today and talking about Tifton, and I really appreciate your passion for Tifton.
You're welcome.
Don't forget, this weekend, coming up on September the 27th and 28th, the Truck and Tractor Pull. You need to go out to the fairgrounds and see this. It is a sight to see. And always thank Tifton. We'll see you next time right here on TIFNet's Wiregrass Channel 3.